Hey everyone, G loves trains here. You join me here in Media City UK, one of my favourite places in the whole wide world, just at the start of the Media City UK footbridge, where today I'm going to be walking the Irwell River Park, which is a walking route that takes you from Salford Quays through the city centre of Manchester and ends in Salford. Now the reason I'm doing this today is because last week me and Lucy came to Media City UK just for a meal, but we saw a signpost that had a map of this walking route and we were like, we so want to come back and do that. So here we are a week later, about to do the walk and see what it's all about. And we're off now. Like I said, the start of the walk is actually at the start of the Media City UK bridge. It is absolutely gorgeous around here, overlooking the River Irwell. I think we're pretty much going to be following the River Irwell on this walk, and it is quite windy out today as well, but at least the sun's shining a little bit. So when me and Lucy were here last week, we did pop into the Imperial War Museum, and it was the first time for both of us that we've ever been to the Imperial War Museum North, and I would recommend going in there if you like the smell of sweaty feet. And right outside of the museum, here is the sign that we saw with the map of the Irwell River Park route. And I will say as well that we spent all of last week trying to look this up online, but we could not find it at all, so do make sure you remember the name, Irwell River Park.
What are we eating?
We've already just set off, love. Get a sausage roll from my bag. There seems to be quite a crowd of people walking towards us. It's maybe a little difficult to get through this right now, but I think it's because Man United have just been playing at Old Trafford. Well, we finally broke from the crowd. We're just coming up to Wharfside tram stop now, one of my favourite tram stops on the Metrolink. Looks absolutely beautiful in the sun. It's always sunny when I'm here. It looks hella busy with those football fans though. Lucy's just pointed out to me that there are turnstiles at Wharfside. I have never noticed them before. But then again, I've never been here when there's a match been on.
They open them up when there's a match on and close all the open ways in, so you have to go through the turnstiles and you have to pay for it.
I was going to say I've forgotten the name of that bridge ahead of me where there is loads of people crossing over it, oh my days, but then I realised it actually says it on Trafford Road Bridge, and I do hope there's some more of those signs with the maps on along this route somewhere, just so we can feel at ease that we are walking in the right direction. Speaking of which,
we're here, we're meant to be there.
Alright, so back in the direction we've just come from, because we were actually meant to cross over like near the tram stop and get over to that side. It's a shame we couldn't just have carried on along that path, because we are now back walking in a humongous crowd of people, and we are actually walking over Trafford Road Bridge. Do you know what? Maybe this evening wasn't the time to come and do this walk, but hey well. We've just passed the Exchange Quay tram stop. Yeah, they could definitely do with some more signs along this walking route, because it is a little confusing. We're supposed to get on the river at the soapworks. There's like a path on maps that shows you can do that, but in real life we see no path, so we're just going to follow the main road a little bit longer. I think a fly's just gone up my nose, and then see if we can get on it a bit further down.
Yay, we found it!
You know, it'd be great if a bridge could be built over the river to cross it that way, instead of going through all that faff of trying to find your way along all the roads. But anyways, we are walking back alongside the river now, headed for Castlefield, and you do actually get some good views here of trams passing. Well, the kind of bushy views at the minute, but you can still see the trams. Walking through this area of River Park Central, it's also graffiti central. There is just graffiti everywhere, like up on this wall, on the bin, on the lamppost, on these railings at the side of the river. Like, yeah, seriously, I don't think I've ever seen so much graffiti in one place before. Oh my days. Well, the graffiti may have extended a little bit to this map, but this is literally the second map we've seen along the whole route so far, unless we missed seeing any. But we've just come past Woden Street Bridge, and yeah, I'm so happy to see this. Okay, so I think I've just figured out at the top of this sign it says River Park Central. The first one we saw said River Park Quays, so I think there must be 4 of these signs along the walk, 1 in each of the areas. Also, I'm happy to see that. There's a nice viaduct there. I love a pair of viaducts, me, although there's only 1 here. I have no idea what it's called as well. Oh wait, actually, there is 2. It is a pair of viaducts. So it's trams that run along the viaduct closest to us, and the viaduct behind that is where the trains run from Manchester to Liverpool. I'm loving this view here of like the Manchester skyline. It's absolutely beautiful, and you can see we are coming up to the Ordsall Chord now, that bit of track that's served by, is it 2 TP trains an hour? Well, we were walking towards the Ordsall Chord, but we've just had to come off the river because it's been locked off. We were supposed to come off the river literally just there where the Ordsall Chord is, and we are just going past Middlewood Locks, and also it's nearly 8 o'clock at night. I do tend to forget that walks take a lot longer than you think they do, and especially when you're vlogging.
I'm not too sure because it's all unfinished, but I think you might be able to go across here in future.
Alright, we're in Spinning Fields, about to get back down alongside the river. But hey, look what we found. We found the city maps. There's no graffiti on this one. There is some squidgy gunk. But we are over halfway on the walk now, so yeah, let's continue.
It's just worth pointing out that at this point of the walk, if you have accessibility issues, you have to go over the bridge behind us and then down the other side of the river for a bit. It is marked on the map though.
Hey up, my bedtime alarm's going off. I'm genuinely so intrigued to know why there's something called the Lowry not near the Lowry. But never mind the Lowry, what is this? There is a fence in the way on the path we need to walk across. We're gonna have to walk around instead.
It's a fence in the way of the path we need to go.
Get in the bin. So we are firmly in the centre of Manchester now, as Manchester Victoria railway station is just up there. So from here we're just going to walk along some more roads and cross some roads and whatever else, but it will take us back down to the River Irwell. I'm now in Salford. I did not know Salford was so fast to walk to from Manchester Victoria. Yay, we're right next to the River Irwell again, and we are on the final stretch of this walk, which I am glad about because, well, it's not quite going dark yet, but there was a little moment where we thought, oh no, we're probably going to be walking until it's dark. But we are also in River Park Meadows, which is the final section of the walk, and this is going to lead us to Salford Crescent Station.
Here's your sausage roll.
I do love me flowing water, and that waterfall over there, oh, that's lovely. I wish we could get a closer view of it, but I don't think we're going to be able to. There's a shopping trolley here, not sure where that's from. Big on. Oh, it's from Lidl. On one side of me is the River Irwell, and on the other side is a load of screaming kit. It's Poole Park. It does look a lovely park actually, but we're not going to stop off here or anything like that. We're just going to head straight for Salford Crescent. This is the first and potentially only uphill bit we've had throughout this whole walk. I mean, it's not really much of a hill. It does have speed bumps all up it there. Klaus is getting a little out of breath, but don't worry, we're nearly here now. There are pride crossings here. There's a museum, there's the University of Salford. I don't actually think I've ever been in this bit of Salford before. I do not recognise it, but we are on the lookout for the 4th section mappy sign thing. I mean, I don't know if we're going to find it anywhere, but I mean, there should be one somewhere, right? Right, so there's no sign of any sign unless we walk past it somewhere further back along the river, but we have made it to Salford Crescent, and genuinely I had in my mind that we were going to Salford Central. I get the two mixed up still. I've never actually seen Salford Crescent from the outside. This is a first, but we have really enjoyed that walk and we've made it here before it's gone dark. It took us, well, it's 9:10 now. We set off, I would say, about 6:10, so 3 hours, but I was very back and forth with the vlogging. It was 5 miles overall to walk, and it does follow the river, but just be aware that you do have to come off it and get back on it a lot. But this was a very enjoyable way to spend my evening after a day of work, and thanks to Laos for acting as my map the whole way through that as well. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Bye bye.